So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80, there's the hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that has left him in a heap. And he has been fouled there.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Ronaldinho! Oh, that's quite incredible!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Can he get it through? There's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Ronaldinho. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Ødegaard, and there's green grass ahead of him. Havertz unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe, well, that's surely a foul, free kick. What a save! Terrific reactions! Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Venezia can start a counter here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's the chance to counter. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now that's well seen too.
Ronaldinho really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got away. Nice control. Now it's Ødegaard. That's good defending, very good defending. And that is a little undercooked. Mbappe. Nice physical challenge. That has been cut short. And it's Fernando Torres. Gabriel with the foul. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And that interception was most necessary. Mbappe has been caught there, it's a foul. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Can he finish? Torres! He's got a goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. Inter have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That is lovely. Played out to the right. And that has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Can he latch on to this? He is through here. And that's been intercepted. Mbappe. Oh, easy pickings there. Ødegaard. Park Ji-sung. So what can they make of this? Gonzalez. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Park Ji-sung. Gonzalez. That's a good run down the left. Zinchenko. And he's there to clear it. Gets his pass away. Played into space out wide. Zinchenko spots it and intercepts. Showing great feet there. Forward it goes. And we've reached half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Inter Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. That gets things going for the second half. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. He's looking wide. And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Havertz. That's a sweet ball, that. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Torres. The muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Havertz. Kovacic. Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Park Ji-sung. Alexander-Arnold looking to hit the byline here.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half.
Gonzalez really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run. Corner
number 2 then. Expert but tries a shot! Really well taken goal. Just one goal in it now. Game on! We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Havertz receives it in a good position here. Kovacic concedes a free kick for that.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
That's been cut out, well played. Ødegaard, Venezia finding their passes. Threads one in. Inter Milan are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. And here's Torres. Alexander-Arnold. Ah, that's a fine interception. Now it's Havertz. Over to the left. He's picked his way through. So much time and space here.
Venezia showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
Spot on, Peter.
Foot in. Now it's Havertz. Looking for the runner. Oh, well played.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Torres. And Torres! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And here's Torres. Ronaldinho!
Attenzione, un cambio.
Park Ji-sung. Zinchenko. Kovacic. Now Zinchenko. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Out to the right. Now it's Ødegaard. Dybala. Oh, sweet feet. No, he refuses to take the bait.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, super ball. And the shot! They've scored!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to...
Can he put it away? And more and more and more. And they are cruising away.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Inter Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Inter Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
I volontari di tutti i settori sono pregati di recarsi nell'area dello staff.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Van Nistelrooy, and he was alert to it. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Van Nistelrooy, can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Deco with the short one. He's going for goal! Good challenge, excellent challenge. He's done very well to get to that.
Reinildo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Lovely feet. Barcelona can start a counter here. He's had it taken off him. And that interception was most necessary. Deco. Now it's Pedri. Alaba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Chance! Deco going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, played right into his path. Maradona unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Pedri. He's picked his way through.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these...
And the shot! And that is one way to get his defending done. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Pedri. Great hit! Cleared away. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Played out towards the right wing. And here's Torres. That's very neat. And Torres! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Well seen. Saw that coming. Looking for the run. Alaba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, good read. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Alaba cuts out the pass. Chouameni. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And here's Maradona.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Guti! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's going to go a long way. Passes short and sharp.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now it's Maradona, and there's green grass ahead of him. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Messi. Oh, that's neat. No way through, so back... Tries a shot! Guti. It's a pretty loose pass. Speculative strike. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Koundé. Well seen, saw that coming. And here's Torres. And Deco! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Barcelona get their fourth corner. Deco plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, great chance! And the counter is on. And that is... There's the whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides. But at half-time, it is 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the second half gets underway.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks...
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl!
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy! Quite incredible!
Oh, that was magnificent. What a way to stamp your ability on a game. Not necessarily pivotal, but it has most definitely shifted momentum.
But shot a goal! And he has been fouled there. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Nice sequence of passes, this. Zubimendi. Oh, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. And that's been intercepted. Pedri, can he get it through? Guti.
La asistencia a este
And the
partido
counter is
tiene
on now then.
96.847 espectadores.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's one-on-one, hits one! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for the runner.
Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Koundé makes the interception. And it's Messi. Over to the left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Torres.
Fernando Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, good read. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior proves just a little bit too strong. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Fernando Torres. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Maradona. Vinicius Junior. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Maradona is standing over this one. Guti! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Deco. Threads one in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. Now it's Pedri. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. And here's Torres.
Barcelona probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
The pass has gone astray. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lovely bit of skill. And the finish! It's in! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And it's Guti. Gets his pass away. And he's cut it out. And that has been clubbed away. So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflow. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Well, that is one way to stop him. Not the most accurate pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's a sweet ball, that.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Well, someone I'm really looking forward to seeing is one of a kind, El Diego. The word legend is badly overused in our world, Peter, but he qualifies with room to spare. An absolute genius.
Just watching the guy play is a thrill. He's so different, just brilliantly different.
Can beat teams pretty much on his own.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Modric, played back in. Oh, chance! Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
No, that's been intercepted. Tchouaméni now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he's managed to get free. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for me. He's gone for goal! What a hit, what a hit! A rocket and some! A finish right from the top draw! Barcelona are in front!
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the shot! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Tchouaméni. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality deserved.
Great chance! He can pounce on that. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid with the corner, they're first.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 21.
Barcelona can counter promptly here. Short changes him with that pass. Threads one in. Pedri. Good spot, he's seen the run. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Maradona. Aimed beyond the defence. He's one-on-one! Shot a goal! In for a header! And in again! And he hits the net! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great...
Vinicius Junior! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now they can spring out of defence. And he was alert to it. He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. He's beaten the offside trap. Pedri. Now it's Joao Felix. Now it's Joao Felix.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And they win it back again. Guti. Oh, no joy this time. Here's Chouameni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Rodrigo. Oh, that was vital. Can he finish? Yes! And right on half-time, that is telling.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, we've had plenty to go on in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Barcelona come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1. Already up and running for the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Guti, and the shot! Well seen, saw that coming. Looking for the runner. That was good alertness. Looking tidy in possession here. Now that... Decent hit! It's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I feel I must point towards Torres. His reputation still causes defenders to get nervous, and his variety of goal scoring, that's what's so hard to contain. He'll poach and produce a wonder strike.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Inter Milan have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And he skips past his man. Shot a goal! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Opts for safety. Inter Milan finding their passes. Torres. Mbappe. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And we have our very first corner. Massive leap! Darmian can get it clear. Guardiol. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Thuram. And they can counter here. And it's Mkhitaryan. And no, he's seen through all of that. Mbappe. Çalhanoğlu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's under a lot of pressure there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ronaldinho.
That's just playing it safe. and simple.
Mbappe. Park Ji-sung. Darmian wins the duel this time. Oh, good read. Pinches it off him. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Goes in for the header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Beckenbauer is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Towering header! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Corner number 3 coming up. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ronaldinho gets into a good position. Acerbi gets it away. Martinez. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Acerbi and Bastoni. Di Marco. And Bastoni. Well seen, saw that coming. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Fratesi. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Park Ji-sung. Alexander-Arnold. That's Park Ji-sung. And it's Fernando Torres. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been won straight back. Darmian. Mkhitaryan. Now it's Thuram. He's shifting through the gears here. Fratesi. Darmian. Oh, he's found some space here. Beckenbauer. Can he get it through? Well timed, excellent interception. Mkhitaryan. That's Acerbi. Fratesi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Park Ji-sung.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Interesting ball. Wilshere, he's picked his way through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Fernando Torres. Park Ji-sung, and Park Ji-sung! Tries to get it clear. The pass has gone astray. Mkhitaryan is looking to set free a runner. Oh, that's fabulous. Martinez. And it's Mkhitaryan. Now there's the shot! And smartly reclaimed. And that could set him on his way. Guardiola. Beckenbauer. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Oh, really well played.
He's found a way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Thuram. And he's on his way! Plays a sharp little ball here. Decent hit! And he's heaved it away. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Inter Milan lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far, a stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. Already up and running for the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, well played. Now it's Torres. Ronaldinho. Fratesi. Martinez. It's a good spell of possession, this. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Park Ji-sung. He is through here. Inter Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Inter Milan get their fourth corner. Acerbi getting this one clear. Ronaldinho. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Inter Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
To increase the lead. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Fratesi, over to the left. Played into space out wide. And that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's a good ball out wide. Ronaldinho, under intense pressure.
Well, he's a spark, trying to light fires everywhere, so it's time to snuff him out.
He's got away. Martinez! And for a moment, time stood still.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
Çalhanoğlu. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. DiMarco is on. Great hit! He scores! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention. And Torres! It's in! And that takes him up to 30. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Crosses it into the area. A corner it is then. last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Torres proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Pass is just off target.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Acerbi, and it's Mkhitaryan, and Bisek. DiMarco looking to add to his goal. Oh, perfectly measured that. Mkhitaryan finds himself offside. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired...
There could be danger here! And he's managed... Mbappe! Oh, the big chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
That's an example of the sixth sense of opportunism that many of his ilk show. Masterful anticipation.
Acerbi. Oh, what a mistake! And it's Acerbi. Bisek. And it's Acerbi. To Çalhanoğlu. Taremi. That has been slung wide. Now Fratesi. Arnautovic. Oh, he's found him in space. Chance! And a second time. Goal! And what a climax we have here! Martinez at his razor-sharp best there.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Inter Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Arnautovic plays it in. Wilshere with the clearance. Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Look at the space here. And there goes the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you... Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football to which we look forward immensely. It's hardly a surprise that everybody has come here in their droves, this being a fixture that has received so much coverage in the days leading up to it. And it's good to see that we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too. The atmosphere is amicable, the conditions do bring out the best in everyone, and I think we're all looking forward to a feel-good game. The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue which has flooded across the Olimpico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I really like this guy, Romagnoli, Peter, especially the way he's willing to go further up the field and press opponents in high positions, giving his team that opportunity to counter a little more quicker. You need to be very confident to be able to go that far up with that sort of regularity, but he pulls it off.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, it's played into the area. And that interception was most necessary. He's been picked out. Chance here to counter. Park Ji-sung running with the ball. He's a sharp little ball. It's Torres! Well, that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. Fiddles it through. Oh, shooting chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Castellanos. And Rovella. Dia. Quarter of an hour played. Neither side yet able to find the net. Here's Zakagni. And that's been intercepted. Shifted upfield.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Nuno Tavares. Guendouzi. Rovella. Nuno Tavares. And it's Romagnoli to Guendouzi. Nicely spread. Ronaldinho. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe. Lazzari. Zakagni. Romagnoli. Now that looks a decent ball. What a throw in. And here's Ronaldinho.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well seen, saw that coming. Castellanos, distributed tidily. Could try cutting inside here. Oh, really good feet. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Lazzari. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lazzari just loves to go forward whenever he can. He's in a great position. He rises! And that's caused a worry or two.
Fernando Torres certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Guendouzi. Lazzari.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vardiol. Could move up a gear here. That's a good run down the left. Looking for the run. Mbappe. And that's gone loose. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. So what can they make of this? Akanji wins the duel this time. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the flag has stayed down. Corner then. Corner number 2 then. Climbs up big! Superb goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Inter Milan take the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Oh, good read. Beckenbauer. Looking for the runner. Cleared away. Guendouzi. That'll be a throw. And that's been intercepted. Rovella. Castellanos. And we hit half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Inter Milan go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. So we're just settling back into this second half. Inter Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. Hila. To Guendouzi. Dia. That's Lazzari. Swung over. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! Wilshere. Park Ji-sung. Mbappe. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Danger averted for now. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Nuno Tavares. Inter Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Wilshere does well to stand firm and defend it. Isaacson. That's Lazzari.
That was lovely, that.
He's gone forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Inter Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Lazzari. Isaacson. Aims beyond the defence. Lazzari. Wilshere does really well to win the ball there. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get it through? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now who's going to be first to this? Mbappe! So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a...
Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Well, the first goal came from this.
Numero 5.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Vecino gets his pass away. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's looking to set free a runner. Guendouzi. Ronaldinho concedes a free kick for that.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 18. Numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14 e il numero 2.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Can he finish? They've done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Sostituzione per la Lazio.
Inter Milan get themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
And here's Ronaldinho. Akpro. That's a good ball out wide. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. No, that's been intercepted. Akpro threads one in. Oh, super find. Look at the space here. Hits one! And a second time!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Some resolute defending there. No, he's not getting past him there. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Park Ji-sung. Mbappe. Inter Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Gigot. And it's Vecino. Vecino. Vecino! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Vecino deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely weighted ball.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Romagnoli. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Castellanos. Zaccagni. Well seen, saw that coming. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win. Well, a very good evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you can join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening, a night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something, a beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport round here, not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from the... So off we go then. Oh, that's a key interception. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual? That could spell trouble. He's free, he has... Oh, shooting chance! Danger averted for now. Now that's well seen too. Early ball out from the back. Pedri. Eric Garcia. He shifted it to the flank. And Pablo Torre. And Koundé. It's a pretty loose pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, important interception. Eric Garcia. Played out to the right. Pablo Torre. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Park Ji-sung.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mbappe. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Park Ji-sung. That's a fabulous... Ronaldinho!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Into the box. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Torres. And Torres! Hits off target and by quite a way. Eric Garcia. So we're still where we started right now. Ball is over the line. Alexander-Arnold, Beckenbauer, Inter Milan, finding their passes, gets his pass away, he's in, surely! Ronaldinho, Wilshere, can he put it away? Cleared without hesitation, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pablo Torre, oh, good spread. Eric Garcia turns back here, probably the best option. And they've switched it over to the other side. Eric Garcia. And Pablo Torre. Alexander-Arnold producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's played forward. Rocks it forward. Now there's a fight. Ronaldinho! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Inter Milan break the deadlock.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Pedri. Eric Garcia. No, that's been intercepted. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Eric Garcia. Ferran Torres. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ronaldinho. Can he finish? And he's there to belt it away. That's headed upfield, and that's been intercepted.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Fernando Torres. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Alexander-Arnold with a real chance here. Ronaldinho! It's hit the crossbar!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for options for movement. He can get that clear.
Beckenbauer really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Forwards and with intent. Ferran Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he was quick to react. And there is the half-time whistle. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Inter Milan head in, having made the crucial breakthrough, and to that end, there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. Already up and running for the second half.
Inter really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And he cuts out the supply. Beckenbauer. Pedri. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Park Ji-sung. Now it's Mbappe. And he's got the beating of his man. Ronaldinho. And the finish! Goal! And this is getting better and better. There was to... Whistle's gone, that's foul. Pedri. Spread it left. He is through here. A lot. He's got the shot away! Mbappe. Now it's Park Ji-sung. He has found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's found a way through. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mbappe! Oh, he's bustling through here! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well read, and the danger is averted. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's beaten the offside trap. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Koundé. Just about up to 75 minutes. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, can he get onto this? Pedri. Kubasi. Gently done. Ferran Torres. Eric Garcia. Koundé. Ferran Torres. Done delicately. He's in plenty of space here. Beckenbauer. Well seen, saw that coming. Inter Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking...
He's gone for goal! No, he's missed it.
Park Ji-sung put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Eric Garcia. And Pablo Torre. Eric Garcia. And that interception was most necessary. Looking for the run. And he's there to clear it. Pedri. Eric Garcia. Yamal. Now is this the final assault? Wilshere.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Mbappe! And he's managed... Mbappe! That has been knocked clear. And that's that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Ronaldinho. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, the shot could be on here. Fernando Torres, and the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. He's got full! And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's a sharp little ball here. Alexander-Arnold deals with that comfortably. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts.
Now the finish! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Inter were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Good spot, he's seen the run.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Inter Milan are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Now, who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mbappe! Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now then, the ball's come loose. Fernando Torres.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nicely weighted ball. So it is still 0-0. Oh, they can break here. Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he was quick to react. The ball's gone astray. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Real chance! Goal! Inter! That was a given. It always was.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Interesting ball. Mbappe!
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now it's Torres. Ronaldinho. Mbappe. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And no, that was never going to make it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's got the shot away!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now he's off and running. Now, what about a counter-attack? That is good strength. Pinches it off him.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And the counter is on. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Inter Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're already into the second period. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He is through here. He's shifting through the gears here. Climbs up big. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Ronaldinho. Stood up well to him there. Well seen, saw that coming. Mbappe, Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
So what can they make of this? It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Inter Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Park Ji-sung. In with a header! Torres finds himself offside. Time and again they are repelled.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 28.997 spettatori.
Fiddles it through.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No, that's been intercepted. So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's been... Can he put it away? He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And
that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
It's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely entertaining. Every single player is giving everything.
Now it's Torres. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's intervened well there. Gets his pass away. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Mbappe! There's the hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 32.
So, third corner of the game.
Sostituito con il numero 10.
That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Looks to bypass the midfield. And that's been won straight back. Saliba. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Fernando Torres. Torres! And what a He'll be quick to recover this. Corner number 4 coming up here. Up to meet it! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Saliba fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Well, that is one way to stop him. Ronaldinho. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's a good foot in there. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Well, it does have its detractors always, but Route 1 has certainly proven itself effective over the years. Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Park Ji-sung, Ronaldinho, and Park Ji-sung! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Inter Milan take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
So that's it. It is all over. Inter Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the...
Can he finish? It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Passing is crisp and sharp, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Gabriel. Now Saliba. Gabriel. Martinelli. It's a good run down the left-hand side. There they go, hunting in packs. Ronaldinho. Chance here to counter. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That is good alertness. Saka. Oh, no joy this time. Inter Milan are already ahead. The perfect start.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
Saka. Big header! No, not the best of headers. Trossard! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Arsenal are level. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
That is lovely. Always played it in low.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Back into the middle. Gabriel is there, and he can get that clear. Martinelli. And that interception was most necessary. Martinelli. Oh, he's in! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's... Havertz! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's there to get it away. Mbappe. Inter Milan can counter. He's through, it's 1. Mbappe! Goal! Inter! And again they hit the front. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Inter Milan take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ronaldinho. Hits one! And he nearly went all the way.
Ronaldinho just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge, and he'll rise to it.
Rice to Martinelli. Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Ronaldinho purring through the gears. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Aims beyond the defence. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. He was under real pressure there. Wilshere has given away a free kick. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's good play. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Good spot, he's seen the run. Martinelli. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's right. Tries a shot! Wilshere.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And here's Ronaldinho. Saka.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nice bit of trickery. He's found a way through. And he's been shifted off it.
2 minuti di recupero.
And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Ronaldinho. Park Ji-sung. Gabriel gets rid without sophistication. Havertz. That's a sweet ball, that. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! And we hit half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Inter Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Partey. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Partey gets it back. Pass is just off target. Wilshere. Now it's Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Saliba. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Look, it's a run defence dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Now who's going to be first to this? Opts for safety. Oh, good read. Interesting ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Gabriel. Now Saliba. Partey. For Martinelli. Havertz. Fiddles it through. He could be in here. He's got a one. And Torres! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Ronaldinho. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Alexander-Arnold taking charge of the dead ball. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. And he's there to clear it. Park Ji-sung. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Inter Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
He's looking to set free a runner. And the shot! Well seen, saw that coming. Ødegaard. It's a good ball out wide.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Trossard. Wilshere. Ødegaard. Saka. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Ronaldinho. That's a nicely measured pass. Just a great chance! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Good read, needed to be. Havertz. Oh, that was vital. Fernando Torres being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And the pass is intercepted, and he's in on goal! Beckenbauer. Now it's Torres. Ødegaard. Rice. And Gabriel. Zinchenko. Rice.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ødegaard. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Havertz. He's through here. Now it's Trossard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Distributed tidily. He has found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And time is up. Inter Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here, points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates. But regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game ahead. The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue which has flooded across the Olympico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. We have already started here. Zaccagni, a searching ball that into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. No, that's been intercepted. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, somebody who really has impressed me in many ways is Alessio Romagnoli. I mean, I've watched him since his debut, and every time I see him, he just looks as if he's getting better, whether it's covering or whether using his anticipation. I think at this rate, he could go on to earn a place next to some of the real greats.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Lazzari. Dia. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Threads one in. Good spot, he's seen the run. Swings in across. And that should get the job done. And that's a superb chance! Cleared without hesitation. Guendouzi. First quarter of an hour gone. No goals as yet. Nuno Tavares. Zaccagni. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Park Ji-sung. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Dia. That's Lazzari. Oh, good read. He could be in here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that interception was most necessary. Looking for the run. Can he put it away? Zaccagni. Nuno Tavares. Hila. Nuno Tavares. Now Mario. Ah, it's been intercepted. Ronald. Real chance! Goal! Inter! The breakthrough strike. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Lazio finding their passes. That has been cut short. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Castellanos. That is good strength. Well seen, saw that coming. Ronaldinho. Might be danger here. He's got the shot away! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Isaacson, and he skips past his man, and that has put paid to that. Aims beyond the defence. Guendouzi. Isaacson. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Lazzari. To Guendouzi. Rovella. And that's been intercepted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Rovella. And the first 45 minutes are up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Inter Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And the action is back on the way. Mbappe. Rovella. That's Lazzari. Well seen, saw that coming. Zaccagni. Nuno Tavares. Now Mario Gila. Rovella. Isaacson. Throw in. Lazzari. Now Mario Gila. And it's Romagnoli. Nuno Tavares. He's picked his way through. Looks to go up and over. Akanji. Well, they've got it. And the follow-up. Beckenbauer. For Wilshere. It's Park Ji-sung. Inter Milan with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Inter Milan get it back again. Mbappe, he's found a way through. Mbappe! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Inter clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Inter Milan find a position of real... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Guendouzi.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113
And again, they
spettatori.
run up against stubborn... Mbappe! Danger averted for now. Oh, well played, well played. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Dia! Nicely weighted ball.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation.
Great hit! They've done it! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Gol per l'Inter.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curly apply.
Wilshere with a definite fell
Viene
there.
sostituito con il numero 9, Pedro.
Guendouzi. Nuno Tavares. It's Romagnoli. Gila. To Guendouzi. Rovella. Played out to the left flank. Zaccagni. Oh, that's fabulous. Picked out, has a goal! He's got a goal! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Ha segnato al 73esimo
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
They're still trying to make a game of this.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 18. Numero 6.
So what can they make of this?
Lasciano il campo per il numero 77.
Nuno Tavares.
Il numero 5.
Zaccagni. Nuno Tavares. He is through here. Shot a goal! Now it's Torres. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Zaccagni Foot in. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face. And Torres! Inter Milan with the corner. There first. Lazio can counter promptly here. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Park Ji-sung. And it's Fernando Torres. And he's surging through. Oh, this is a great... Can he finish? And he hits the net. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Inter Milan tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Vecino. Pedro. And there's green grass ahead of him. Defending of the desperate variety. Looking for options for movement. Vecino. Oh, good read. And he was quick to react. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Gets his pass away. Well timed, excellent interception. Park Ji-sung short changes him with that pass. And that is that. Inter Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Inter were very impressive here, Peter. The backbone of this team is so strong, and it proved to be the decisive area.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. you